70. Green light. Set now, heat 3. Ready to go. Away and racing and not happening out well from the inside. The favourite's going to burst through and lead, settling down to Blazing Cartier. Prim and proper right there from the outside. And then let's see Sir Truculent, the South Australian, railing into the action, followed by Floral Lace, Webleck Hayes. Then Maggie Moo Moo, who's 7 behind the lead with a lap to go, third last. Ahead of Blazing Cartier, and let's see back to last. So out of the straight, not happening, ran this hard early. Led 5 lengths, Sir Truculent. Webleck Hayes starting to wind up from the back, and then Maggie Moo Moo, prim and proper, and the rest headed by Floral Lace, not happening. Now on tight legs, led by 4 lengths, Sir Truculent. Winding up Maggie Moo Moo from the back as they turn for home. Not happening in front, but here's Maggie Moo Moo. Stormed home the Queenslander. Maggie Moo Moo won it by a length over Sir Truculent second. Third, Webleck Hayes, then not happening in a really busy heat of the Sandown Cup. Then Blazing Cartier, Floral Lace, and the trailers, let's see who was back at the rear of the field. And also back there, Floral Lace, 41.97 for Maggie Moo Moo.
Well, that was a race that changed complexion. We saw not happening, getting the job done early on. He looked to have a fair handle on it, and it wasn't until later on where he started to feel the pinch. He started to get a bit tired, and then you sort of thought Sir Truculent was there ready to strike, and in the end, neither of them have won. And Maggie Moo Moo has come from very deep in the field to get up and win. So another interstate greyhound through to next week's RSN Sandown Cup final, and great to see the truck get through to the final as well. He's had a bit of a polish taken off him over the past couple of months. We're used to seeing him just win week after week over there in Adelaide, which he hasn't been able to do, but it is awesome to see he's still in some sort of form to compete in the world's premier staying race next week. But for Maggie Moo Moo, it's been a case of getting a couple of looks at the track, and as we saw in the preview leading up to this heat, Jason Lincoln was open in saying that down here in Melbourne, in his belief, you do need a few looks to really get a hang of it. So for Maggie, that's what she's been able to do. She come from midfield over the past couple of weeks and not able to win, but still put together a really good performance. And they have been the two runs that have certainly laid the foundations for her to win tonight's heat of her RSN Sandown Cup in a time of 41.97. So they all have got a little bit tired in the later part, but that's to be expected, of course, running the journey, and many of them for the first time, including Not Happening, who had a really big say on that race early on. So we'll have a chat to Rob Britton, who I believe is handling Maggie Moo Moo. In fact, it's Jason Island. So Jace, that was a good run. She's been good over the past couple of weeks, and tonight's sort of the cherry on top.
Yeah, well, she's a true stay. I mean, like, she's only 24.5 kilos, I think, and like she's getting a big start. So like, every week she's here, she's improving. I think she's getting to know the track better each week. I said, I love her doing inside though. She's got enough pace, but being so little, gets pushed out each corner. But I said, door 1 and 2, I think there's a big chance she joins inside next week.
Obviously, caretaking training is Rob,
yeah,
but he's just the king of the stays, isn't he? It continues.
Yeah, well, she's got good form up in Sydney, I think it is. But as I said, because she's so small, that around here she gets pushed out that first corner. So I'd love to see her join a rail because she'll be up like the first 3 or 4.
Well, we wish her luck and her whole crew in the box draw on Saturday morning. Well done, Jace.
Thank you.
Jason Island there, the handler tonight of Maggie Moo Moo. She's very good. She's through to an RSN Sandown Cup final. As we mentioned, Sir Truculent very good as the runner-up. And we'll try and get a chat with Wally Harkins. He's just in front of the paparazzi at the moment, getting a few snaps that we'll use plenty of over the next week in the promotion for the Sandown Cup, and they'll be doing so in great depth over there in South Australia. He's a real hero of the sport over there, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people at Angle Park, well, not at Angle Park tonight, given they're closed for a while, but wherever they're racing over there in the festival state, they'll be up and about to see the truck through. So another big feature race, and most importantly, the world's premier distance race in the RSN Sandown Cup. We'll get a quick comment from Wally. Look, he hasn't been the dominant truck that we've known probably this time last year, but he's still going very well to make his way into a Sandown Cup final.
He's just been nursed along since I went over to the Galaxy. I trialled him there and he pulled up lame, and had a few vets look at him and they couldn't find out what it was. So I just had to keep working on him and take it easy, and I finally found what it was, and it was up in the hip there, and I've been working on that. So he hasn't had a lot of work, only straight track work, and I give him a 500 at Murray Bridge the other week and he won that. So it's not a 500 dog, but you know, I think it'll improve for next week.
Not the first big feature staying race he's been a part of here at Sandown. He was a finalist of the Bold Trees last year. Given those circumstances that you just mentioned, do you think there's still improvement in him next week?
Yeah, for sure. And if he draws box 1, well, he'll grow a leg, you wait and see.
I think South Australia would have erupted tonight. There's a fair team over there that I'm sure would have been so pleased to see him get home the way he did.
I've been getting messages all afternoon and they said they're right behind me and I really appreciate it.
We're through to another big one. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Wally Harkins there, the trainer of the Truckster Truculent. He's got a big fan base and good to see him get through to another big one, being the RSN Sandown Cup final. But full credit, Mark, to Maggie Moo Moo, and as we touched on, so good over the past 2 weeks, and it's been third time lucky, the cherry on top of her Victorian campaign, and who knows, could go up a gear next week in the RSN Sandown Cup final.
Queensland and South Australia go 1-2 in the third heat of the RSN Sandown Cup. Maggie Moo Moo, $662, beats Sutraculent $240, and Weblick Hayes $470 in for third, with one not happening, running fourth. 7-4-3-1 after race 5 from Sandown Park, and the time 41.97 the first split. I think it was about 6:18 it was from memory. 6:18 it was indeed from the semaphore board. Very, very good. Maggie Moo Moo through. Well done to Darren Johnston and the team. Was certainly better for the couple of looks around the track and was enormous going back to that Association Cup. She's now put her full potential on